Hi, welcome back. In this session we're going to talk about how to put in an order for a customer. Now, here in Global Group, we have two different kinds of orders. One is a bulk order, which is a large-scale order. Say a distributor orders 100 cases or 100 cases of something, that kind of order. And they're going to give you that order maybe ahead of time so that you can make sure you produce it and have it ready for them. The other type of an order is a standard order, which automatically creates an invoice when you create that order. And that's maybe for a smaller order or maybe for companies that make their beer and then sell them directly from that. Perhaps they don't plan their production against an actual order quantity, an order requirement. Either one is perfectly valid to use. Either one will show up in your production planning requirements. So which one you use is up to you. If you do use a bulk order, when you invoice that, it will become a standard order because then it affects stock as an invoice, etc. So both options are available under the sales menu. This one, it says orders. That's the standard order, which creates the invoice when you create the order. And bulk orders are the larger bulk orders for maybe distributors and things like that. So we're going to start with the bulk order. Now I don't have any in the system, so it automatically came up with a blank for me. Now for customer, it says here account number. If I don't know the account number, I just click on that button. It switches to alpha key, and I know that Steve's Pub is SP. If I don't know it, I can double click and get a list of my customers. And double click to select. Either way is perfectly valid. So order date is today, so the date I'm going to order it. And I'm going to say here that the customer order number, that's their PO. Maybe it's XX12345 PQ or whatever it is. Internal reference could be a number I assign it, or a comment that I want to put in. Required, maybe this customer wants to pick it up on Christmas Eve. And maybe they want to invoice it on Christmas Eve. So I can use my invoice date down here. It's going to come from my brewing plant because that's the one production location that I have set up in the system. And now I can save it, so I'm going to go ahead and save it. If I wanted to record who is calling in the order, I can put it in the order box. I'll say that Steve called it. So it's an option to give, it's not required. So while it takes a second to save itself. Okay, now that it's saved the header information, we can add a product. So I click here on an empty line, and I can double click to get a list of my products, and I'm going to order the cases of ale. Pick that, and over here in my quantity, I'm going to order 100 cases. And I'm going to save that. So now I have an order for 100 cases. Now it says this invoice, 0. And it says total order is just 2,250, but invoice net is 0 because I haven't dispatched. I haven't actually told the system I'm going to ship this. So say it comes down to the 18th and it's time to dispatch. I can just use the auto dispatch if I'm going to send out the full 100 cases. If I'm going to short dispatch or short them, I can say, or maybe I'm going to send it out in 2 separate shipments. I can say I'm going to send 50 today, and then I can invoice those 50. Now we see the invoice net and 50 on this invoice. What it'll do is it says an incorrect number of cartons allocated. Oh, 0. Okay. So what it does is it creates a standard order for those 50. So, and it's basically done. And that's it. If I want to look at this invoice, there are several different invoices to look at. I can preview this print and take a look at it, and this is just one. There's about 130 different form options, and we can build one for you. When I go back and look at my bulk order, now I only have 50 on order because I sent 50 already. And I could print this out, and these are different kinds of forms that you can see. This is typically where you would get a bill of lading kind of output for that. Some people use it as an order confirmation. So that's really it in a basic sense. We'll do another video that covers the standard order in more detail. Talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.